only screaming for you to stop. Turn around and look away. Friend, you never came here in the first place. You continue approaching until they were right in front of you. What will you do now? Look at their face, look away? Oh shit. Prepare for the jump scare? You lower your head and stare straight at their face, refusing to look away. The person lying on the ground. Options, but no, there is just messages. Okay. So, death loop. I don't see it. I think it's using the overall audio system. Oh shit.
How did you get here?
Oh.
You don't remember, do you?
A voice acted. Yeah. You open your mouth, but before you can utter a single word, the voice suddenly cuts you off.
Happiness or freedom? What would you choose?
Oh, we need to choose, bro. So you can be happy, but you will be imprisoned or something, or you can be free, but you will be living in misery. Both choices are fucking bad when you think about it. I have a feeling like this is the way it's going to go. Okay, let's go for happiness.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
So the game is loosely based on Danganronpa. Like, it's definitely taking inspiration from Danganronpa games. Hey, how long are you gonna stand there? You look around in confusion. It seems you're standing in front of school. Snap out of it, weirdo. We're already 15 minutes late. Before you could say a single word, the orange-haired girl grabbed you by the arm and dragged you with her. Evil? No. A few minutes later, the two of you stood side by side, facing a packed classroom. The teacher looked at you for a few seconds before facing the class and making an announcement. Attention everyone, today we welcome 2 new transfer students. Can you do me a favor and introduce yourselves to the class? My name is Miral. I look forward to meeting you all. Miral spoke as she addressed the class. Everyone's gaze turned to you now. Also, we're together? Okay. Hi, it's 1:43 AM. I made it. You alive, Zani? Welcome. Also, you finished your work that late, that is. But yeah, also welcome. You should introduce yourself. Who are you? Please click on the designated Y field, write your name and confirm. I am always writing protagon. You face the rest of the class and speak. Hell, I'm still working to this late. You have better overtime by oh. It's very nice meeting you all. Please call me Protagon. All eyes are suddenly on you, or more precisely on Miral, as the two of you took your designated seats. That's right, today is your first day at Sandy High School. You and Miral moved to the city last week and decided to transfer to this school. Which makes complete sense, but you can't help but feel like something is really off here. Ooh. The teacher let out another long sigh and went on with the lecture. How you doing, Zani, by the way? Also, yes, please sit back and relax then, if it's that late for you. A few hours later, it was finally lunchtime. I'm heading to the admin office to finalize your registration. Want me to come with? That won't be necessary, Protagon. You have more important things to do anyway. This place will be your home for a while. So you should go around and get yourself acclimated to your new surroundings. Maybe buy us some lunch while you're at it. Looked like Miral didn't feel like waiting in line, so she shoved the boring job onto you. See ya. Miral then turned around and left. You could see some of your new classmates wanting to chat with her, but she just completely ignored them and left. Okay, what now? Should you head straight to the cafeteria? Or maybe you should wait until the cafeteria clears out a bit. Perhaps you could look around for a bit. Where do you wanna go? A roof, a schoolyard, a library. Yeah, let's go to the roof. I always wanted to go to the roof. You leave your classroom and head towards the roof. we just joined their school. Let's break some rules already. After climbing a few flights of stairs, you finally reach the roof. The view from here is breathtaking. You can pretty much see the whole city from up here. Keep looking around in awe when suddenly... Party time! Huh? It seems you're not alone up here. There is someone else. Someone who's lying on the ground a few meters away from you. You slowly approach them while keeping an eye on your surroundings. The more you approach, the closer their face came into view. But for some reason, you can't make out their face. Everything feels distorted somehow. The closer you get to them, the more distorted your vision becomes. You need to get close. Oh, you need to? You need to get closer to them. Only then will you be able to make out their face. Only then will you be able to tell who they are? Every fiber of your being is suddenly screaming for you to stop. Turn around and look away. Friend, you never came here in the first place. You continue approaching until they were right in front of you. What will you do now? Look at their face, look away? Oh shit. Prepare for the jump scare? You lower your head and stare straight at their face, refusing to look away. The person lying on the ground suddenly opens his eyes. Hey, how long you gonna stand there? Look around in confusion. It seems you're standing in front of a school. Snap out of it, weirdo. Oh, we looped? We looped. Before I could say a single word, the orange hair girl grabbed you by the... Yep, we're looping. A few minutes later, the two of you stood side by side facing a packed classroom. The teacher looked at you for a few seconds before facing the class and making an announcement. Attention, everyone. Yeah, we're looping! We're back at the beginning. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you have a lovely time. Can you do me a favor and introduce yourself? Yeah, she's... Okay, she's again introducing herself. Yeah. Who are you? Please left click on the... Can I write a different name? Or maybe, listen, maybe if I write the same one, something is going to happen. You face the rest of the class and speak. Call me Protakon. Okay, nothing changed. Yeah, Sandy High School. Yeah, we transferred. Something is really off here. Huh. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it, okay, are we going to do... Okay, listen. We're going to take the same choice, but we're going to look away. Yeah, we've seen this one already. So she left. Okay, where do you... Oh, let's go again to the roof. I'm curious what's going to happen if we look away now. Yes. This is such a book. I feel like this is from one of the famous songs that is copyrighted. It's just like the beginning, the first notes. You can make out their face. Okay, yes, it feels distorted. But we're going to look away. Yes. Yes, look away. You quickly looked away and started backing away. The further you walk away, the clearer your vision became. Until everything settled down. You let out a sigh of relief when suddenly... Hassan, yo, what are you doing up here? What's wrong? Why do you look so freaked out? You take another look around you. The strange person who was lying on the ground is nowhere to be seen. What is this, Slenderman? Slenderman become high schooler. What game is this? We're playing the game titled Null from itch.io. So the game is loosely taking inspiration from Danganronpa games. I also welcome King Pegel. Welcome, how you doing? Wait a second, you're the new transfer student, aren't you? Protag-kun, right? You give Hassan a puzzling look. Null. N-U-L-L. I mean, it doesn't really... Actually, no. The full game's title is Deathloop. The full title is Deathloop, but for some reason, demo is called Null. So we're playing the demo version. Surprised I know your name, huh? Don't worry, dude. It's not like I'm a stalker or anything. I'm simply a milker. What the fuck do you mean you're a milker? Seriously? You never heard of Milker's protocol? Nope. Didn't you have them in your old school? No worries, I'll tell you everything you need to know. But not right now. I'm kinda meeting my first ever client here. Do I wanna know what kind of clients he's talking about as a milker? It's very hush-hush too, so I would appreciate if you leave before they show up, huh? Just meet here same time tomorrow, okay? Don't worry, I'll explain everything then. Are you a female MC or male MC? Actually, I don't know. It's kinda difficult to tell if we're male or female, so it's kinda up in the air. It never been actually said in the game, in the beginning. Hassan let another laugh as he kept urging you to leave. Before you knew it, you were back in the hallway. With that weird encounter at the back of your mind, you head toward the cafeteria. After that weird encounter, you finally arrived at the destination. It's time to stand in line and buy lunch for you and Miral. So Miral is the female companion. I don't know if she is sister, friend, cousin, but we're together. We kind of moved the cities and now we're in this new high school together. We just joined the class the first day. However, no matter where you look, the cafeteria is completely empty. Not a single student around. Oh, this makes no sense. Even though you did show up late to avoid the crowd, it's still lunchtime. The school cafeteria should not be empty right now. You keep looking around in confusion when someone suddenly appears in front of you. Cici, it's you! Oh god, it's really you, Protag-kun. Cici suddenly jumped on you and gave you a tight hug. How did you get here? I'm super happy to see you again, but I don't understand. How are you here? You're in complete control. You're you. What does CC mean? I don't know. I mean, maybe there is going to be explanation of the full name at some point? I don't know. Kinda difficult to say right now. Cici stares at you in confusion. Her expression displayed both happiness and fear. It seems she's hoping you'll be able to answer her questions and put her mind at ease. It gives you Outlook PTSD. Sadly, however, you're just as confused, if not more confused than she is. So you simply take a step back and explain everything that happened to you so far. Really? So you just found yourself at the front gate of this school. Just like that. You nod your head. What about before that? How did you get here? How did you find this? Before Cici could even finish her words, a loud voice interrupted your conversation. Miral? Ah, good. You're both here. I've finalized your registration, Protag-kun. Congratulations, you're officially a candidate now. candidate for the school? Like what? Don't worry, I'll explain everything soon enough. But first, let's get the other candidates in here. Miral spoke as she snapped her fingers. 6 other people suddenly showed up in the cafeteria. What the hell is happening? Yo, dudes, how did I teleport to the cafeteria? Candidate for the next dev game? Possibly. Okay, guys, how many of you played Danganronpa and how many of you played Your Turn to Die? If you haven't played Your Turn to Die, you are missing on a very amazing dev game. I fucking love Your Turn to Die because the Your Turn to Die is also a chapter dev kind of game. However, your choices matter, and depending on who do you spare and who is going to die with the voting, pretty much, there's different roads and different outcomes. It's probably even more. I feel like I prefer the Your Turn to Die even more than Danganronpa itself because of that. Man, I kind of wonder did the creator finish the last chapter because it was made by one guy alone. All of that. And I remember it was going like the chapters were going out very slowly due to the how many different roads and all of the art style he had to make. Your eyes are dilating. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, you definitely should play the Your Turn to Die 100%. If you enjoy the titles like Danganronpa. They finally awakened my superpowers. This must be a part of the test. Hey, Kay. 0. Wow, that was so cool. I felt like I was floating in space for a moment there. Baya will find the worst outcome no matter what. I actually, yeah, when I was playing the Your Turn to Die, I sacrificed the kid. I actually sacrificed the kid and the guy that because there usually in the game you have choice between this character and that character, basically. So yeah, I sacrificed the kid and the guy that actually let him survive. He hated my guts, basically the MCs because of it. So I never actually seen the ending to that one, sadly, because the chapter was not out. The next chapter wasn't out back then. If you're looking for some visual novels, some recommendation, yeah, definitely Your Turn to Die. Holy shit, you're going to love it. It's like a little bit of a puzzle visual novel with a dev game mixed in, with different outcomes and different roads, pretty much. So definitely worth playing. Teleport. Hey Jack, you have the most normal actually name. Okay, enough delays, let's begin. First, let me congratulate you on all surviving the first trial of the game. The first trial? I mean, when it comes to visual novels, I am a big fan of 9 Persons, 999 trilogy as well. Definitely worth playing through those. Yes, every person in this school was a potential candidate. I say was because except for you 8, the rest have been killed off. What? The school was set specifically for this trial. Every single green-eyed person ends up as a villain? You mean I was born a villain? Because my IRL eyes are green. Good to know, good to know. You were all transferred here and your memories were manipulated. Yeah, it seems like it. Those with a weak will, with a pitiful presence. The observers of this world simply accepted their new reality and went on with their lives. They attended classes, stood in line at the cafeteria and enjoyed a carefree high school life. Not once stopping on wondering how they even got here in the first place. You never seen with green eyes before? Wait, never? Oh. Pitiful NPCs. However, you 8 were different. You saw through the fake existence. You refused to look away and accept this sweet lie. You question your reality, and for that you're still alive. However, the game has just begun, and your continued survival is not assured. After all, only one of you 8 will leave this place alive. Why the hell are you doing this? You're playing a pretty sick game, little girl. Who do you work for? You two are asking the wrong questions. Or rather, you're asking them at the wrong time. Ooh. Green Eye Christopher from Green Eye Oliver from Purgatory, Green Eye Musa from like... He says so IRL. Sure. You're so right, Orange Daughter. They should be asking you about the second trial. The second trial. I guess since she called this high school experiment the first trial, then that could only mean there is going to be more. Correct. Carmine. Was she about to say mom? Or something? The second trial is the real main event. It's the real reason you're all here. In order to pick the winner among you, you 8 will be playing a certain game. The game has many names and many different iterations. However, the most common name for it is the werewolf game. Sissy is the content creator. The fucking social deduction game? Is this some sort of a joke? You want us to play a children's game? I won't take it lightly if I were you, Jack. The second trial might be based on the werewolf game, but the consequences are very real. You won't be role-playing around. You will become the roles you're given. Roles? Standing among you right now is a real killer. She will target and seek your death without any hesitation. Your only chance at survival is exposing the killer and voting them off at the end of the day. Standard werewolf rules. However, in addition to the killer and innocent role, there are 3 additional special roles. First, the guardian angel role. The person with the guardian angel role will be able to choose and protect one other person each night. If the guardian angel chooses to protect the person the killer targets, then congratulations! You have managed to prevent the killer from claiming their victim. The second role is the vigilante role. The person with the vigilante role is able to target and kill one person each night. However, targeting and killing anyone who is not the killer will result in the vigilante killing themselves. A pretty fair trade-off if you ask me. Finally, the third and last role is the detective role. The person with the detective role is able to investigate one person each night to determine if they are the killer or not. However, convincing others about your findings without exposing your role to the killer is a whole other matter. As you can see, each role has its advantages and disadvantages, ensuring a fair trial. You know, this kind of reminds me... there was this online game with the same rules. Like, each player got a role and they had to, like, actually be of use to the other people. Either help them or make sure that they're going to lose. Among Us, but the different one. The other one. I don't remember the title of that online game. It was something with the Salem. Holy shit, don't remember the title. Detective seems like the safer choice. I feel like there is some caveat to that. Like, if they know you're a detective, you will die and fail or something like that. Now, to end this explanation, I would like to remind the killer that targeting someone during the daytime is completely... Goose Goose Duck? Yeah. But the blood is more vivid. Breaking this rule or any other rule for the matter, it will result in the offender being immediately killed. So yeah, in that game also, you could only target people, or some roles could only do some things at nighttime, not in the daytime. Every single of you is implanted with a small chip in your brain. Ooh. The chip is completely attached to your optic nerve and is able to witness anything you see. Upon the discovery of any rule infringement, the chip will automatically release a powerful electric surge through your nerves, thus frying your brain and immediately killing you. You planted something in your brain? As long as you don't break rules, you have nothing to worry about. Now, unless you have other questions about the game, I'll be seeing you at sunset. Miral then walked past you and walked toward the exit. You all kept following her with your gaze when suddenly she stopped and turned around. She was looking back at all of you, but you could swear she was looking straight into your eyes. Welcome back to the null game. Kay looks awful like a killer type. Hmm. No, that's Afghan, imagine. Wow, what is this? What is this video? What is happening? Why is the space exploding? Time to get copyrighted, possibly. I don't know the song. Maybe it's AI generated. Holy shit. Dinosaurs! The story returns. What? A brand new adventure. Expanded like never before. No. No, too.
Happiness or freedom? What would you choose?
Going to wipe out the dinos again. Perhaps. You lift your head to the mighty blue sky while trying to process what just happened. When suddenly a voice brings you back to reality. Hey, are you okay? You look back at Sissy and nod your head. The null game is happening again, huh? And by the look of it, this one is even more messed up than the last. Not only is the game's host different this time around, but so are the participants. Or at least some of them. The setting is different too. Why Sandy High School of all... Why Miral? Why her? Why a version of his daughter? We need to find the first part of this game. That's the second part, demo of the second game. We need to find the first... So there is some lore. Why a version of his daughter? Huh. So there is some lore missing. We're missing over here. So the Miral is the daughter of somebody. Maybe the previous creator of the game? Sorry, Protakun. I don't mean to confuse you. After all, Sissy suddenly approached you and held your hand. You have no idea how happy I am to see you again. You have no idea how much I waited for this. Protakun. We're finally together again. She leans towards as she held tighter to your hands when... Yeah, what's happening here? Very shameless, very shameless. Sissy let go of your hand and faced Zero. What do you want, weirdo? Don't be like that, Sissy-chan. There is nothing wrong with forming alliances. It's the only way to survive this game, right? Right? And what better way to cement an alliance than a pretty heated kiss? Haha. That's not what we're doing? Haha, sure, Sissy-chan. I'll get you off your hair. I didn't mean to cock-block yours. Have fun! Wink, wink. Zero then waved her hand and left. You watched her leave until she left your side. What the hell? What the hell? Damn, Zero, she is no less a freak as a participant. But she's right about something, Protect-kun. The null game has officially started. Alliances are bound to be formed. And sooner or later this game will spiral into fucking madness again. We need to escape early this time. Trust me, Protect-kun. This is the only way to truly survive this game. You look back at Sissy and nod your head. First we should start by searching the place. Last time I just dragged you along with me from one place to another. Not once did I ask for your input. So how about you lead the research this time around? Where do you think we should go? Roof. The rooftops. You think we can find something there? Alright, let's head up. With Sissy by your side, you two start heading to the school's rooftop. I mean, isn't that like the most romantic place to be at? In any freaking school anime. It's either the place of the hangout of the weirdos or like the most romantic place ever. There is no in between. Hey, Onkerton. As you walk through the hallways, you notice how empty the school suddenly became. The hundreds of students who once roamed the halls are nowhere to be seen. After climbing the stairs, you two finally arrive to the roof. But it seems someone is already here. Oh, it's the Hassan boy. Yo, is it the Protakun and Sissy? Are you guys teaming up on something? What are you doing up here, Hassan? This is where I do business, dear Cecilia. Oh, that's a real name. That's a real name, Cecilia. Oh. If you must know, this is the temporary HQ of the Milkers. What the fuck? Okay, who the fuck are Milkers? I am... The Milkers? Not you too, Cecilia. Doesn't anyone remember the Milkers anymore? They were the stuff of legends. How you doing, Hunkerton? Welcome. A group able to procure any kind of intel. They were active in pretty much every high school in the capital and specialized in obtaining intimate information. Hell, they're the reason half of those high school losers ever managed to get a girlfriend. They're literally the coolest shit ever. This song reminds you of the one song, but you forgot the name. I feel like most of them, they kind of remind you of another song, and you just don't remember which title. Like, what was the title of the original? And I am bringing them back. I found an information network across the school, and we're already getting requests from romantically inept losers and clients. It's only a matter of time before the word milker is on the tongue of every student of the school. I'll create a milker group that will never fade. Hassan spoke while punching his fist in the air. Hey, Damas. You do know the school is no longer. Except for the 8 of us, the others were killed and disposed of. How will you run your creepy business with no one around? You're thinking short-term, dear Cecilia. Once I win this game show, my face will be plastered all over TV. Business will be flooding through the door like crazy. This dumbass didn't change one bit. By the way, Protakun, my offer from when we first met still stands. Just because we're competing on opposite sides during the game doesn't mean we can't be business partners later on. I see potential in you. You only showed up to the school today and you already got Sissy here giving you googly eyes. You have the making of an amazing milker. And with my guidance, you can have bitches left and right dropping on her knees for you. Hassan continued laughing out while tapping on your shoulder. Well, aren't you two getting all buddy-buddy? I didn't know you were interested in getting bitches, Protakun. Dizzy displayed an angry expression on her face as you two left Hassan behind and went back downstairs. You two spent the next few hours investigating different classrooms of the school. But much like every other room in the place, it was completely abandoned. All of those students who once roamed the halls were completely gone, almost like they never existed in the first place. You look through the window, the mighty blue sky suddenly turned orange, signaling the end of the day. It's already sunset. This is someone you hold your hand as you two stare at the window. It's okay. You did your best. We did our best. Whatever's gonna happen now, we'll face it together, okay? Just you and me. Like always. Sissy tightens her grip on your hand. Behind that beautiful smile of hers, you can sense fear. You can sense an immense fear that would shatter the very fabric of reality if it ever comes out. But it's not a fear for her life. It's not a fear of death, of the unknown. It's a fear for you, for your existence, for your future together. You hold tighter to Sissy's hand, and a strange feeling suddenly shocks your senses. The next time you open your eyes, you find yourself standing in the cafeteria. But you're not alone. Sissy and the rest of your companions are all there. But most of all, she is here too. She reminds you of that girl in the purgatory. She reminds me of the first girl that was a killer. What was her name? From Danganronpa. The third Danganronpa. Was that the third Danganronpa? Or was that not the first Danganronpa? She also had the blue hair. Shit, I don't remember her name. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, Miral. I don't know what stage trick you guys are using for this teleporting thing, but it's making me really nauseous. Can I talk with one of the executive producers about it? I can't have the cuties at home seeing me puke on the live TV. Mira stared at Hassan for a few seconds before she rolled her eyes and faced the rest of you. Now that you're all here, allow me to explain the voting process. Standing among you right now is a killer. Starting tonight, the killer will claim a victim with each passing night. The voting process is your main way of finding and eliminating the killer. The process is simple. You simply discuss the situation among each other and then vote. Each one of you gets to vote, and the person with the highest number of the votes gets eliminated. Any questions? By eliminated, you mean killed, right? Whoever gets the highest number of votes will be killed. Affirmative. This is insane. You really expect us to send someone to their death? You can always choose to vote on no one. However, that would only benefit the killer, of course. We don't care. We're not gonna play your sick game. We're not going to kill anyone. What do you mean by we, Nazy-chan? Don't go around forcing your own opinion on the rest on us. That's not cute at all. I just realized that she has like the snake over here in her hair. What? I agree with the blonde woman. Not making a choice is a choice in itself. If this killer truly exists, then doing nothing will send one of us to a certain demise. What about the special rules? Sissy, who barely spoke a word until now, suddenly interject. It seems the rest of your companions are also surprised by this. What about them? What if the people of the special roles step up right now? That will narrow down the list of suspects. Great idea, Sissy-chan. There are 8 of us here. If we eliminate the people who will play special roles, then only 5 people remain. Even if we vote randomly, there will be 20% chance of voting for the killer. That's like pretty high, right? Right? She's willing to just randomly press the button. Okay, I'm gonna vote on you. I agree as well. Any kind of advantage we could get will be very helpful. People with special roles should step up. Hey, Yandaremita, welcome. How are you doing today? Carmine spoke as she faced the rest of your companions. Seconds passed and then minutes, but no one stepped forward. Come on, guys, we can't have dead air. This will totally fuck up the ratings. A few more minutes passed, but once again, no one stepped up. You're in the basement for the last 30 meshes of your game. Oh no, Zenny. It's time to crawl out from the basement then. Okay, enough. This is a waste of time. Don't be so hasty, Miral-chan. This is super duper important to us, so just wait a bit, okay? We can wait all night and nothing will change. Because the special roles haven't been assigned just yet. Huh? Unlike the killer role, the special roles are only assigned during the first night. That's when you start using them after all. So at this moment, none of you has a special role yet. So killer has an advantage. Honestly, killer has an advantage. I see. So Sissy-chan's plan was a no-go from the start. Well, it was still worth a shot. So don't beat yourself too much, Sissy-chan. Sissy-chan! You were trying to bait the killer, huh, Cecilia? Huh? Bait the killer? By declaring that the people with special roles will narrow down the suspect list. It was basically saying that whoever steps forward will be seen as 100% innocent. She was hoping that would attempt the killer to falsely claim that they had a special role. And since the roles haven't been assigned yet, that would immediately expose them as a fraud and end the game. A very impressive strategy. However, it seems the killer is smarter than what you gave them credit for, Cecilia. Or perhaps you're the killer and this whole thing was just a diversion to make the others trust you. Perhaps I'm playing right into your hands. I have no idea what just happened. This is just too confusing for the average viewer. Let's just get to the voting part already. Damn it, bro. He just wants to kill someone. That's where the ratings are. For once, I agree with the delusional creep. Discussion times is over. When you hear your name, please step forward and announce your vote. Viral declared as she started calling out names. The first to go was Naz. I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna take someone's life like it's nothing. I'm voting no one. Suit yourself. Hassan getting stopped emotionally before physically. Do we vote for Hassan? You're up next, weirdo. Miral spoke as she pointed at Hassan. My moment to shine. I, Hassan, the true definition of a Sigma male and the future winner of this game show, will vote for you. Naz. With exaggerated movements, Hassan pointed at Naz. What, me? Of course. Ever since the start, you've been doing nothing but trying to push us not to vote for anyone. You remember the song it reminded you of? It's called The Hatred By. If it's a Miku song. Oh, it might be. Okay, listen. Those songs might be somehow related or based, like vaguely inspired by Vocaloid songs. And who would benefit more from that than the killer? So my vote goes for you, Naz. No hard feelings though, I just want to win the game show. You're a damn lunatic. He's just laughing. The voting continued after that. Seeing no clear suspect, Carmine chose to vote for no one. Meanwhile, Zero let out a giggle and declared she would follow Hassan's lead and vote for Naz. Jack also voted for Naz. Lizzie, on the other hand, let out a sigh and voted no one. It was only you and Kay left now. Alright, it's your turn now, okay? Who will you be voting for? Myself. Kay declared with a hushed, low voice. Why she's voting for herself? What? I vote for myself. The whole room stared at Kay with baffled expressions all over their faces. Are you insane? Fine, whatever. Mira suddenly moved her gaze and faced you. You're up last, Protect-kun. Declare your vote and let's end this for today. Everyone's gaze turned onto you. It seems they all understood the current situation, even Hassan. With Naz getting 3 votes and no one getting 3 votes, your vote will seal the deal. Your vote will determine everything. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. Sissy was right. The situation did spiral into insanity pretty quickly. There haven't been any murders yet, but someone is already on the chopping block. Whether you believe Naz is the killer or not is completely up to you. You get to choose, you get to vote. So, who would it be? Vote on yourself? What? Chat, what do we do? What do we do? We have so many choices right now. What the heck? I kinda wanna vote for Hassan. I kinda wanna vote for Hassan. So, okay, what exactly happens if there is a draw? 3 votes, 3 votes. I guess, like, nothing really is going to happen. Sissy? You want to vote for the girl? Is it? Do you think she's kind of sus? Hanging around with us so entire day and everything. Do you think so? Vote on no one. Vote on yourself. 0, Carmen, Jack, K, Nas, Hassan. She seems off-putting to me. I mean, she gives the vibes of the girl from Danganronpa, not gonna lie. But it might be the blue hair and the way that she is kind of clingy to us. So, we vote for no one. No one is going to die. If we vote for Nas, Nas is going to die. If we're going to vote for anybody else, no, it's not going to affect anything. I guess it's going to be the same like voting for no one in that case. Shit, bro. You want to vote for Hassan? You left your arm in the air and point at Hassan. What the hell, dude? Why me? I see now. You're trying to eliminate the toughest competition anything. You want all the fans, all the bitches to yourself. I was wrong about you, Protakun. Someone is going to die because the killer is going to body someone. If Nas turns to be a killer, then yeah, someone is going to die. Unless we voted for Nas and she dies and she is the killer. Then that would be insta-win though. I just hate Rocky yapping about milkers. I was wrong about you, Protakun. You're not a milker. A milker shares his bitches. Wow. I don't share my food. Hassan continued expressing his displeasure while spewing all kinds of offensive words. Eventually, Miral shut him up and declared the end of vote. Okay, seems the result is pretty clear. No one will be voted off tonight. Looks of relief appeared on the faces of some of your companions, while others looked completely annoyed. Miral let out another long sigh before continuing to talk. Now, let's go over nighttime rules. Every single one of you has been allocated a room in the school dorms. Leaving your room during nighttime is strictly forbidden and will result in immediate deletion. Okay, they're going to get deleted. This, of course, excludes the killer. As the killer, you're free to roam around the school and target one victim per night. Participants with special roles are also technically allowed to leave their rooms during the night. However, the whole process is fully automated and you won't be conscious during it. Your mind will continue to sleep while your body will accomplish the special role. How does the... Okay, listen, how is that going to affect the guardian angel? Because the guardian angel, you're supposed to actually choose the person you want to protect that night. So... astral projection. Think of it like sleepwalking if you want. That's pretty freaky. If there are no questions, I'll be seeing you all tomorrow. You know, with the CC saying that she is afraid for us, maybe she is the killer and she's going to go for us this night. Like it was in the Danganronpa game. Miral gave you all one last look before she snapped her fingers and suddenly disappeared. The room fell silent once again, but then someone suddenly approached you. Oh, it's Naz. Hey. Naz looks at you with a smile on her face. I want you to know I had no doubts. I have no doubt that you will make the right choice, Protakun. Beneath those hollow, empty eyes lies a genuine person. Okay, we're dead inside. Good to know. Kind person. I realized at the moment I laid eyes on you. I won't forget this, Protakun. I promise. Maybe she's the guardian angel, bro. Nathan approached you and gave you a tight hug. See you in the morning. Nathan waved her hand and left while avoiding to look at the 3 people who tried to vote her out. You're quite a ladies' man, Protakun. Let's hope your little decision doesn't come back and bite you in the ass later. Ciao! Zero ruffled your hair and then skipped out of cafeteria. Yo, Protakun, you might be MVP today, but it's not over just yet. I will not let you upstage me in the popularity polls, nor will I let you snatch the victory. Protakun, yes, that's me. That's my name. I will be the one to win the game show. You just wait. I am always naming them Protakun. Hassan rolled his eyes and left. that degenerate is a cancer of society. Sissy looked at Hassan in disgust before facing you. Anyway, the first day is over. We did what we could do for now. Let's head out. Okay, let's see if we're going to survive the first night. A few minutes later, you were looking through the window. Then a Vega Altair greet your eyes. The three stars of the summer triangle. Your mind rushes back to the event in the cafeteria. Thanks to you, no one got voted out today. However, that means the killer still runs free. And tonight they will be able to target their first victim. A victim that can easily be you. Protekun? Are you okay? You nod your head. Do you regret your decision? Do you think you should have voted for Nas? You shake your head no. Good. Never regret your choices, Protekun. That is the most creepy screenshot of a hallway I've seen in a while. Sissy suddenly approached the window next to you and lifted her gaze to the sky. Choices make who we are. One choice leads to another, and by the time you realize it, you made so many choices. You have branched so many times that your point of origin looks no different than a distant star in the night sky. Yeah, but that's the beauty of choices, Protekun. It's freedom. Endless, pure, and unshackled freedom. So, I cannot really remember when I was reading about this game summary if this game has also like branched different outcomes. Like your turn to die. I really don't remember, but perhaps. They lied to us. Happiness is not possible. It never was. It doesn't matter what you achieve, it doesn't matter what you get. You always want more, you always desire something out of your reach. You will always struggle. You will never be happy. Never. But that's okay. Because freedom is different. Freedom is attainable. You might not control your point of origin or the end. You might not control how you were born or how you die. But everything in between can be yours. Every choice can be yours to make. This is what truly matters, Protekun. This is what truly matters to me. Dim light color sheet wallpaper gonna be so the man who made the hallway. You know the funny part is we're in the high school. How many high schools has this kind of hallways and the dormitories? To you and to us. Sissy suddenly approached you until a few feet separated you. The killer will make their choice tonight. But that won't matter. Whatever happens tonight will happen. Do you understand, Protekun? Not even death will separate us anymore. Sissy leaned over and kissed you on the cheeks. She then waved her hand and walked into her room. She stood in the hallway for a few seconds before walking inside the room. A dark, creepy bedroom greets your eyes. You look around, and nothing feels out of place, but every fiber of your being is screaming for you to get out. To run away and get as far away from this room as you possibly can. However, you know the rules. Leaving your room during nighttime will result in immediate demise. You approach your bed and lie down. But then... Detective. Okay, so we're like in Danganronpa. We're detective. We need to figure out who is the killer. A word suddenly flashes through your eyes. Detective. The detective special role. It seems that's the role you got. According to Miral, you will be able to choose one person each night and investigate them. Using this special role, you can determine if they are the killer or not. So the real question now is, who? Who will you investigate? Oh! Who are we going for, chat? Who do we investigate? Do we investigate Sissy? Cecilia? Do we go for Nas, Cecilia? Or maybe Carmine? Kay? I mean, Kay is kinda... Okay, she was weird. Because she was the only one voting for herself. Wasn't she? Yeah, I'm kind of curious about Kay as well. Like, we have the least amount of information about Kay, but I guess we can say the same about Jag, Zero, Carmine too. Don't really know anything about anyone. Kay? You want Kay as well? Okay, let's go for Kay. You decide to investigate Kay. She's been acting the weirdest after all. You lie down back in bed. There is nothing else you can do but wait. Wait and hope. Hope that you will wake up from your slumber and see the light of day. Hope that the killer won't target you and end your existence tonight. Hope that this isn't the end. You empty your head of these thoughts and surrender your fate to the night. Like Sissy said, whatever happens tonight will happen. You close your eyes. Did we die? You open your eyes just to be greeted by a bird standing outside the window. It seems you survived. You try to get up from your bed. You have a feeling that Naz is gone. Innocent. Oh, so... Oh, okay, so Kay is innocent. So basically we're going to have a flash of she is innocent or a killer. We don't gonna get any much info. Oh, okay. So Kay was innocent. But I guess she doesn't have the special role either, if that is the case. Looks like you got the result of your special role. Kay is not the killer, she never was. A sudden knock on your door startles you. You get up on your feet and approach the door. Good morning, Protect-kun. Okay, Sissy survived. I'm so glad you're okay. Sissy came close and gave you a tight hug. What if Hassan is dead? Would the game really end if you picked right? That is a good question. Sissy smiles and disappear. We have a situation. You follow after Sissy as you move through the hallway until you reach a certain door room. Is Naz actually dead? You can see someone of your companions standing outside the room. The whole atmosphere was extremely tense. Sissy gives you a slight nod as you two walk inside. A bloody room greets your eyes. You quickly take a step back and look around. However, you can't see anyone in the room. Sissy notices your confusion and speaks. The body is not here anymore. Mira slapped it away and gave us an autopsy report instead. Oh. However, we all had a good look at the body before she did. Is it Jack? They killed Jack? Jack is the victim. The image of a well-dressed man sporting a cold look crosses your mind. For some reason, you can't picture him as a victim. I've already searched the room. There isn't anything interesting here. Let's head out. Yeah, I didn't expect Jack either. While trying your best not to step on the bloodstains, you leave the room. Bro only showed for once and done. Yes! It's a mess. A part of me was hoping nothing would happen. That the killer wouldn't strike. Okay, so I feel like if killer doesn't kill anyone, they die anyway. So they're kind of between the rock and a hard place in a way. If they don't do anything, they instantly die. So they have to kill. Or maybe the guardian angel would manage to protect the target. But sadly the killer succeeded. The only clue we have is the autopsy report Miral gave us. It's not that detailed to be honest, but I will give you a rundown. The victim is Jack. Male, age 34. Why this guy was he a teacher over there? Or is that like random people actually in that high school? Cause of death. Shock caused severe blood loss. Ooh. The victim was found with multiple wounds over his body. 1 wound to the neck, 5 in the chest, 12 in the... The murder weapon is sharp object, likely an axe. Bro. What the freak? There were no signs of struggles. I mean, stab with an axe? Freaking... Yeah, that's brutal, man. The report doesn't mention anything else. No fingerprints or DNA or anything that can directly point us to the killer. I assume Miral doesn't want us to know more than we should. Still, the number of infected ones concerns me. What do you mean? Think about it. There were no signs of struggle, which led me to believe the victim was unconscious the whole time. Yeah, that's the thing. So, I would think it is because of the chips they have implemented in their brains. so they cannot really interact through the night. So they're like in this deep sleep state, and they cannot even scream if somebody is attacking them. I feel like that's how it is. Only the people with the special role eventually can, especially, I mean, the killer is on the loose. They can do whatever. But, and maybe the guardian angel. I think the guardian angel can actually move between the rooms to actually stand over somebody else's room. But what? Okay, so I would think that the guardian angel at some point would see who is the killer, but they probably cannot speak the name because they will die in that case. There is so many things you can... Okay, the loopholes so in this entire situation. If that's true, then one hit to the head or the neck should be enough to kill the victim. Yet the killer chose to repeatedly strike the victim 18 times in total. Okay, she says 18. Someone's math was not mathing in this game. No matter how you think about it, this is very excessive. I mean, yeah. Why would the killer do that? What do you think? The killer was angry. The killer is an amateur? I think the killer was angry. But why would the killer be angry? I mean, if it's a killer, it might be angry about, like, just overall. I think Jack was voting for Nas. Was Jack voting for Nas? Yes or no? Anyone remembers? There was, because she did end up with 3 votes. No anger? Amateur? You amateur. I really don't remember. Was he one of the people that were actually voting for Nas? If we can on the second night actually investigate someone, I would want to actually investigate Nas in that case. I would say it's anger, since you know. If you can, then swiftly you suck up the job. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit excessive, like multiple different parts of the body, right? Angry. The excessive hits could be caused by anger or very strong negative emotion. This usually aligns with the crimes of passion. But that also brings up a different problem. With the exception of you and me, none of the other participants should know each other. In the previous null game, the participants were all picked from different timelines and their memories were manipulated. It was done to ensure a fair game. Could things be different in this game? I made sure to keep an eye on how the participants acted with each other, and so far I haven't noticed anything unusual. They all seem to treat each other like complete strangers, which means the killer is either pretending to not to know anyone, or they somehow found a strong reason to hate Jack in the one day they knew him. Both possibilities are equally terrifying, to be honest. Of course, there is also a possibility that your theory is wrong and the killer wasn't motivated by anger at all. There isn't enough proof right now to confirm or deny any of the deductions, to be honest. It's going nowhere. When it comes to the killings, the killer has a massive advantage over us. It doesn't matter how much we investigate, without surveillance footage, witnesses, or at least some kind of evidence, the killer will always be in the lead. You get where I'm going with this? The special roles. Indeed, they are our best weapon against the killer. If the people with special roles work together, then the killer won't have a chance. However, that will be a very difficult task to accomplish. No one knows what role the other person has. And with the killer hiding in our midst, the people with special roles won't risk exposing themselves. The fact that we're all strangers in this game doesn't help either. Still, if we want to survive this game and stop the killer, then making use of the roles is the best shot. Sissy continues talking. You are suddenly reminded of your special role. The detective role. You haven't used it yesterday. Should you tell Sissy about it? She has been nothing but supportive and affectionate toward you since the very start. If there is someone you can trust in this group, it's her, right? So, should you tell her? You take a deep breath and decide to. I hate this so much. Listen, if she's the killer, she's going to go for the detective. We're dead meat. if she's the guardian angel and we don't tell her the role, we're also dead meat. We investigated Kay, not Cece, not Cecilia, Kay, the emo girl that voted for herself. We didn't investigate Cece, yeah. Bro, don't tell her. Man, if she turns to be the guardian angel, but at the same time, if she's the killer, she can still lie about the role, I think. Can they lie about the roles? Oh shit, bro. Should we trust her? Is that the way you meet on that fate? Yes. Okay, I'm not telling you. You decide not to share the information with Sissy and simply look away. Hi Gemini, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sissy gave you a puzzled expression before she suggested you to continue searching the school for clues. Seeing no reason to refuse, you decide to tag along. Before you knew it, it was already the end of the day. Your search didn't yield many results, but you couldn't worry about that right now. After all, it was sunset. It was time for the second round of voting. Your consciousness fades for a few seconds before you find yourself in the cafeteria again. You've been teleported once again, and it's not just you. You look to your side to spot Hassan kneeling on the floor, vomiting all over the place. Is Sissy in love with you, by the way, because she has kissed you? Possibly. I mean, okay, so I believe Sissy and the Protacon we're playing as, they know each other from the previous Null game. I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting. So we're kind of missing a little bit of lore of the first time they met or something like that. Hassan is unlikely to be the killer. Yeah, you vomited all over my shoes. I wanna trust everyone. Isn't it always that way in these games? Hassan wiped his mouth and faced Zero. I'm sorry, this teleportation stage magic makes me nauseous. Then you wanna hold out, that changes things? Yeah. I mean, that's how I understand that. Because she did mention something about the previous... That Miral looks like the owner's dead daughter or something like that. She's made in her image or something among those lines. So I believe like they were together in the previous Null game. Stage magic? You don't actually still think this is a game show. Carmen stares at Hassan in confusion when... Welcome back, everyone, to the second round of voting. Miral! Please, you gotta stop this before more people get hurt. I don't know why you're doing this, but this is wrong. This whole game is goddamn sick. The game will keep going until either the killer or the innocent people win. If you want this game to end soon, then hurry up and achieve one of these two possibilities. How about you provide us with more clues then? That autopsy report you gave us is useless. If you're asking me to take sides, then you're wasting your time, Cecilia. I'm only here to make sure the game runs as fairly and efficiently as possible. The rest is up to you. Miral-chan is right, we can do this, guys. We got the special roles now, right? Let's try Sissy's chan strategy from yesterday. If people with special roles identify themselves, then we can rule out 3 people just like that. We can avenge baby Jack, hehe. Everyone started to look at each other all of a sudden. Hold on a second. Aside to 2 vibes. You do realize that exposing people with special roles will also expose them to the killer. Now that you think about it, how big is the axe? I mean, it could be one of those small ones, the hand axes. Those do exist, Zenny. Zero Shu isn't broken up about the situation. Huh? Why are you suddenly opposed to your own idea, Sissy-chan? The hatchet? Yeah, they're the handy ones. Oh, I get it. You have a special role, don't you? That's not what I... Oh, let me guess, let me guess. You're detective. No, you're the guardian angel. Stop harassing her, weirdo. You're only helping the killer by trying to expose her like this. What's that, Neiji-chan? Are you still angry I voted for you yesterday? That was totally not personal, you know? Please don't, hate me or anything, okay? If she's going to vote for Nas again, then yes, it's becoming personal, bro. The discussion became even more ridiculous after that. But they were right, the special rolls are a strong weapon against the killer. And you hold one of the special rolls. Sadly, however, the person investigated using your special roll turned out to be innocent. So we know Kay is innocent, so you have no idea who the killer is. Sarah kept pushing the people with special roles to reveal themselves, but no one did. So the voting ultimately ended up with no one being eliminated. Oh, okay. Miral let out a sigh and reminded everyone of nighttime rules before sending you to the dorms. That was pretty anticlimactic, huh? We didn't manage to vote out the killer, so they still run large. But at least no innocent person got eliminated during the vote, so I suppose that's a win. Are you okay? You nod. I see. Sissy suddenly grabbed you closer and gave you a tight hug. Don't worry. This isn't over just yet. The killer might be a step ahead of us, but that doesn't mean anything. We will win this game together. We will escape together. I promise. I won't let anyone hurt you. Sissy gave you one last hug before walking to her room. You watch her leave before going inside your room too. The moment you walk inside, an intense feeling of dread and fear runs through your nerves. The same feeling as yesterday. You approach your bed and lie down. Today was a horrible day. Not only did the killer manage to claim a victim, but you failed to vote them out. Not only that, but you have no idea who the killer is. The moment that last thought ran through your mind, your special roll flashed before your eyes again. Oh, wait. Is that going to be like that online game when the roles are Are the roles going to be shuffling? So if I remember that online game, the killer role was always the same person had the killer role. However, the supporting roles, they would shuffle with each round. That's right, you can use your special role again. A second chance to find a killer. I guess not, because the detective. The question is, who will... Okay, so it didn't shuffle the roles. Okay. So we're still detective. Oh, man. Okay, so we know that Kay is innocent. I'm thinking Sissy or Nas. Zero is kinda sus. Carmen is kinda sus too, because she's very much... She's the quiet type. Hassan is stupid. I feel like Hassan is just stupid. Imagine if Hassan turns out to be the killer and all of this multiple ones is because of his anger issue. Imagine if the killer rule changes each night. I mean, that would be impossible game to win. When I think about it, that would be horrible. Okay, chat, who do we vote? Who do we investigate tonight? Kay is off limits because technically she was innocent. Zero. You want zero? Anybody else? Anybody else? Zero? Only zero? You don't find Nas or Sissy sus? What if it's the least among them that we wouldn't feel is sus? Carmen? Yeah, I mean she is kind of weird. So we don't know anything about Carmen. You know, sometimes it's the quiet times. Okay, we have one person for zero, one for Carmen. Anybody else wants to pipe in with the vote? Anyone else? You know what? My personal would go for Sissy, actually. My friend. Because she is like very buddy with me, but I am not sure if it's because she is a yandere killer or because she's my guardian angel. Okay, Kagoni, you go for Sissy too. Should we? Should we go for Sissy then? And pray? What if we're going to die? So what happens if I try to investigate someone and I die? Okay, let's go for Sissy. After inputting your choice, you turn to your side and drift away to sleep. You think she's pulling the unit? Protected! You suddenly open your eyes. Wait, she was protected or she's the protecting one? She's the guardian angel? You think she's pulling the Yunagasai? Maybe. I mean, she did okay. So she did say she's going to protect us. So I think it's because she has the guardian role. So she's going to try to protect us as long as possible. It seems you survived the night. Most likely thanks to the intervention of the person with the guardian angel role. Oh! Wait. Someone was attempting to kill us? She did mention she won't let anyone hurt us, yeah. That would explain why the word protected flashed before your eyes just now. Oh, so that's what it meant. You stand up on your feet when suddenly... Innocent. The word innocent suddenly appears. It seems to be a result of the investigation you carried out last night. For the second time in a row, the person investigated turned out to be not to be the killer. You let out deep silence, approach the door. Okay. So there is a high chance that she is the guardian angel and she protects us. And someone was attempting to kill us. But wouldn't that mean she knows? I mean, she probably just has the flashing word. She doesn't know who was the killer. That would make sense. Thank God you're okay. What's going on? I don't know. The moment I heard the commotion, I came straight to check on you. You felt Naz was the guardian, to be honest? I mean, she did say that she remembers that we didn't kill her. So, perhaps. I thought maybe the killer. No, it doesn't matter. You're unharmed. That's all I care about. But listen. It said also innocent. So Sissy is innocent. Because we did have the flashy innocent afterwards. So she's not the killer. You can hear a commotion coming from a few rooms down the hall. Come on, let's go check it out. What if Naz is dead? What if it's Naz this time? Following Sissy, you approach the source of the noise until you arrive in front of a certain room. Okay, he's alive. She's innocent too. What are you doing out here, Kay? I was asked to give you this. Kay suddenly handed you a stack of papers. It seems to be very similar to the autopsy report you got yesterday. So you have to analyze the wording of their lines since Sissy seemed to be hinting with words like protecting. Standing close by, you can spot both Carmine and Naz reading the report in shock. Wait, is Hassan dead? Carmine, Naz, Kay. Yeah, Hassan is dead. Something is really off. Zero gone? Oh, true. I forgot about Zero. Let's just read it, okay? You nod back at Sissy as you start reading the report. No. There are 2 victims this time around. Hassan, what do you mean 2 victims? How is that fair? What? They were both found in Zero's room with a gunshot wound to their forehead. Cause of death, severe damage to the brain caused by the bullet wound. The 2 victims had no other wounds of injuries, and once again, there was no sign of struggle. The report adds a few more information, but nothing can really use. 2 victims instead of 1. How can this be possible? I thought the killer was only allowed to target 1 person per night. Maybe the killer went berserk. Maybe they don't care about the rules anymore. Why? Why is this happening? You face Naz and the rest of your companions there and say, is the vigilante? There are 2 killers? Oh, I forgot. Vigilante also can kill, right? I forgot about the Vigilante role. We've been protected. We've been protected, but we've been protected from Vigilante or Killer. Is the Vigilante? Yeah, it could be Vigilante. But does Vigilante can kill 2 people? Yeah, so I am kind of curious right now. How does the killer exactly work? Can killer technically kill 2 people in the room? Or even if they're together, he can only kill one of them? I think killer can only kill 1 person. The Vigilante. You remind everyone of what the Miral said about Vigilante rule. How if they kill anyone who is not the killer, they would die alongside their innocent victim. Also, they're both in... Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. So basically, they die the same way. Okay, who was the Vigilante? Do you think Hassan was the Vigilante? And he killed Zero? And that's why he died the same way? Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense. The presence of 2 bodies can be explained by that. Protekon is right. This isn't the work of the killer. So we have been protected from the killer. Okay. This was simply an accident. The Vigilante targeted the wrong person and was killed alongside his victim as punishment. I don't know if Zero or Hassan was the Vigilante, but I don't think it matters either way. The truth is undeniable. Are you saying the killer didn't target anyone last night? Is she the killer? Is she actually the killer then? Asking about this. I mean, because there is so very few people left. Kay is not the killer, she's innocent. Sissy is innocent as well. I am not sure about Naz and Carmine. There is... Okay, listen. There is a possibility that Naz is the killer still. I am not 100% sure about Naz. Bro, we're gonna kill everyone. You know the innocent screen has the unsettling sounds for real. Oh, you bet your ass they did. They were simply blocked by the guardian angel. And how would you know that? You know what? The fact that she mentioned that. Why? Naz could be playing innocent. Yeah, she could. A long silence suddenly filled the room as everyone kept staring at each other. It was clear to everyone that the game was reaching its final stage, the final showdown. The final battle between the werewolf and the village people. So only one question truly remained. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna leave this game alive? Oh, bro. The fact that we don't really have that much time to investigate and actually hang around with those characters, so it's so difficult to tell. We spent the rest of the day just hanging on the roof with Sissy. Unlike the previous day, Sissy didn't seem interested in searching the school. Bob has green eyes. She simply leaned over while staring at the school from above. A mysterious expression clouded her face the whole time. And before you knew it, it was voting time. Welcome back everyone on the third round of voting. Well, you know the drill by now. You will be given time to discuss the situation among yourselves and then asked to vote. Your time starts now. That won't be necessary. Huh? Sissy ignored Miral's puzzled expression and faced Naz instead. Is there any possibility that you would vote for Protekon? Huh? Is there a way me or anyone in here can persuade to vote for Protekon? What are you saying, Cecilia? Just answer the question. Naz went silent for a second while looking down at her feet when all of a sudden... No. I could never harm Protectum. I see. Then it's over. The game is over. What? The outcome of this game was over the moment the Vigilante made their move. Look around you, Miral. Only the 5 of us remains. Protakun and I will be voting for the killer. Kay will be voting for herself as she always does. Poor Kay! As for the killer, she will vote for Protakun. But that won't matter because Naz won't vote for him. So no matter what the killer does, she will never be able to eliminate Protakun. It's over. The game is over. I see. So you're saying you already know who the killer is, huh? Sissy let out a smile and faced you. Will you do the honors, Protakun? You give Sissy a slight nod and face the killer, the psycho responsible for all this pain, all of this suffering. This is the end for her. This is the end of her madness. You lift your arm in there and point at you. It's Carmine. Of course it's Carmine, the quiet one. What? It's over, Psycho. You have 2 votes against you. You lost. Wait, please. Please don't do this. I'm not the killer, I swear. Give it up, Carmine. You already lost. You lost the moment the Vigilante targeted innocent victim. If Zero or Hassan were still alive, you could have manipulated them into voting your way. But they're dead. Most likely that dimwit Hassan was the Vigilante and he targeted Zero. Thus indirectly fucking up your plans. I guess he kinda dealt the victory blow after all. This can't end this way. Carmine suddenly faced Naz with tears in her eyes. Naz, please, you can't let them kill me. I'm innocent, I swear. Remember the first vote? I didn't vote for you, right? If I were the killer, then I would have voted for you and gotten you eliminated. You gotta believe me, please. I'm sorry, Carmine. I don't have any evidence that you're the killer, but I'm gonna trust Protakun. He saved my life. I have made a good choice. Saved your life? I saved your life too. I'm sorry, Carmine. Give it up, monster. Zero had to go running her mouth. She did a lot, didn't she? You have 3 votes against you now. It's over, Carmine. You're finished. What if she's actually innocent? What if she's actually innocent, bro? The whole room went silent as you all fixated your gaze on Carmine. Bald! We like the bald. Awaiting her next move when suddenly... Oh, she went crazy. The last hooray before her demise. She just keeps on laughing. She just keeps on laughing. Did Byeomi first try this game? Don't know. It's 3 AM over here. Dang, time to sleep, Zani. Hearing that laughter? What the hell? Everyone suddenly took a step back as Carmine approached and faced you all. Does not help you to sleep. What's wrong? Why is everyone backing away? Isn't this what you wanted? Is that really a high schooler? No. Actually, it's like random people. It just happens that they are locked in the high school. The Jack who died, he was like 38-year-old or something. 35. A reveal! A massive fucking reveal? You've got me. I'm the killer. So why you're walking away? Massive reveal. Oh, don't give me that look, Naz. You're the reason things got this fucked up. What? You're the guardian angel, aren't you? You've been using your special role to protect him since the first night. Wait, is she actually the guardian angel one? to protect your little savior, your little protecum. You haven't been such a little bitch, none of this would have happened. You all could have died a peaceful death. But you just had to let your pathetic little feelings guide your path. You just had to be a cocksucking bitch. Fuck you, Nas. I should have voted you out the first time. Carmine? Chill. You might be an alternate timeline version of her, but you're nothing like the real Nas. Oh. The real Nas would never fall for a guy she just met. You're a fucking inferior copy. A fraud. Carmine suddenly grabbed a fork from a nearby table and approached Nas. Stop right there, monster. Lizzie quickly moved and stood in front of Carmine, Nas blocking her advance. What's wrong, Cecilia? If you attempt to harm Nas like this, you'll be directly breaking the game rules. Your brain will be fried before you even touch her. I mean, she's dead anyway. Well, but of course, Cecilia, the microchip is attached directly to my optic nerve. The right eye, was it? Is she going to stop her? Is she going to try to stop her eye socket? She did! Using the fork in her hand, shoved it inside her eye socket and scooped out her right eye. Problem solved. How she's alive after that? You're a fucking psycho. A psycho? Oh, shut the fuck up, Cecilia. You go around spewing your pretentious shit about freedom and escaping the system. Yet you're too much of a coward to do what needs to be done. You're a fucking liar, Cecilia. You don't care about killing the system. You don't care about achieving true freedom. You never did. All you care about is him. She's yandere for Protecum? Carmine suddenly points at you. He's the reason you're doing any of this, isn't he? He's the reason why you're here. She's crazy, yeah. He's the reason you're playing this game again. You never cared about anyone else. You never cared about me, about Nas, or about Alex. Alex? You knew exactly what was happening to him. You knew exactly about his condition. Yet you just stood there. You just watched him from far away. Watch as his body turned to dust. Watch as his mind and soul were enslaved by the system. You just watched like an observer. If I am a monster, then you're the fucking devil. Devil incarnate. You're not just an alternate timeline version of Carmine? Oh, is that something from your past, girl? Tell us more. Your hair. You're Carmine. You're Alex's wife. Okay, we're missing lore, everybody. We're missing the lore from the first game. Holy shit. Impossible. Yeah, they turned red, actually. It's red. I'm sorry for hiding my identity from you, Miral. But I had to. It was important I survived to the point in the game. So I can save you. So I can save you from his control. Mom? Watch Kay just sneak up behind her and the psycho. What the hell were you thinking, Miral? Serving the system? Serving the monster who killed and enslaved your father? What would Alex say if he sees you like this? We need to play the first game. We need to find the first game, yeah, and play it. Whatever that monster promised for your servitude is all lies, Miral. It's all fucking lies. No, mommy, it's not. I'm doing this for Daddy. I'm almost done saving him. Please trust me. I can't... Enough. There is some family drama over here. What the hell? That monster took my husband. He took the only man I ever loved. I'm not letting him take away my daughter too. So there is some with the timelines and alternate versions of people too. So it's like a little bit of a simulation going on. Holy shit, I am confused. Carmine? Perhaps realizing Carmine's intention, Sissy let out a low shriek as she ran toward Carmine. It felt as if time was slowing down as Sissy desperately launched herself at Carmine. When suddenly... Carmine lunges the fork straight through your throat. What? You fall down on your knees as blood splatters everywhere. What the heck? Protagonist cannot die! No, 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 no. No! It's gonna be okay, Protakun. It's gonna be okay. Sissy quickly runs to your side, doing her best to stop the bleeding. It's pointless. I specifically target his carotid arteries. Why? Don't you get it, Cecilia? The system was never the real danger. The system is powerless without his tool. Powerless without him. He's the eyes and ears of the system. Without him there is no game. There is no suffering. There is no happiness. That's a sharp fork. Have you ever thought about what kind of damage you can do with a with the fork actually? I did. And I don't like the outcomes. Without him, we'll be unshackled, unbound, free. Without him, we'll finally achieve happiness. No, freedom. Oh. Carmine broke through the dimensions just to take revenge. It kind of feels like it. Welcome back, Protakun. I've been observing you the whole time. Okay, we know we're a guy at least. Carmine got you pretty good, didn't she? I'm not surprised. She was always a single-minded girl. You must have many questions for me right now, but those will have to wait. Your mission is far from over. Not even death will set you free. So get up, Protakun. It's time. It's time to reloop. You slowly open your eyes to find yourself in a familiar cafeteria. Protakun? This suddenly approaches and gives you a big hug. Thank God you're okay. What's going on? I'm not sure, but if this is anything like the first Null game, then we're back to the start. Back to the start of the loop. You are rooting for K? I kinda am curious about K myself. Didn't know we are in the ReZero universe. You look around you in complete confusion when someone suddenly appears. Good, you're finally here. Oh, we're looping to the moment when we... Okay. Miral? She looked at Miral, anticipating her reaction, but Miral just gave her a puzzled look and continued talking. I've closed access to the cafeteria to everyone but you too. I'll explain the rules of the game later on, but first I need to explain your special role. Our special role? Huh? Miral then took a step forward, faced the two of you and spoke. You two will play a very special role in this game. You two will be the... Hey there, my name is Redacted and I am the host of this game. That was quite the reveal, huh? It seems you and Sissy are the killers in this loop. There's two killers? I wonder what's going to happen next. Anyway, I'm afraid you reached the end of the demo. But don't worry, the full complete version is available in the download section of the itch.io page right now. You can also get the full series bundle and play the full start to finish. The bundle is available right now as a part of the summer sale, so don't miss out. See you in the first game of the series. Bye bye! Wait. Are you telling me they were killers in the first version of the game?